Hey guys, this is an island fan company, Plantation Electric Fans. That's the model name. Island Fan Company was made by a plastics company called Cascade Engineering out of Grand Rapids, Michigan. Cascade Engineering is still in business, but they only made fans for a few years. And the claim to fame is that the fans are plastic. And so, yeah. And so almost everything about them is plastic. The canopy is plastic, has this plastic housing. Plastic switch housing.
Plastic is the
wood blades. Here, Metal Pete, can you hold the camera for a second? I want to show them a few things.
Okay.
Here. By the way, we got a little bit of a reunion here. We got Abby, Andy, and Metal Pete here, all here today. It'll be the last time that all three of them will be here until Abby comes back for the Christmas holidays. She's going back with her mom at the end of
and my sibling,
and her siblings at a week from today. So we'll miss her very much. But we get the whole summer, so it's pretty lucky for that. So, trying to get this off of here. Their big claim to fame was this really thick metal rubber. I'm calling it all these things, but plastic flywheel that they came up with. That was their huge claim to fame, and was that this look how thick that flywheel is, and supposedly made it a much quieter fan than anybody else's. Saw it had a Westinghouse motor in there.
Yeah.
And I've had a number of people tell me that these had plastic blade brackets. All the ones I've had pot metal blade brackets until I got this one in the mail. Actually has plastic blade brackets. And one of them is broken, so that's why this set is on it. But this must have been a really early one. Only the early ones had plastic blade brackets, and they must have realized that that wasn't going to work out. So, there you have it. And Abby, are you ready?
Where'd our pull chain operator go?
Yeah. She specifically wanted to operate the pull chain. So, I don't know if we should wait for her what. Reverse switch on it is broken, but it's okay. It's broken in forward. So we just want to do it in reverse. And,
I hear footsteps.
And, what else was I going to say?
Oh, don't forget the blades themselves are plastic.
They're not. They're wood.
Oh, are they?
They're wood.
Really?
And,
that was the other fan that's plastic blades.
Oh, yeah.
That was the fast code we're putting together. You want to pull the pull chain twice? That's low. 0.38 amps. And, I can't remember what else I was going to say. Oh, one of the things I was going to say, this one's probably in the worst finish cosmetically out of all the ones that I have. But, that's okay. Let's see. Well, I remember what I was going to say. Their other claim to fame is that they technically marketed these as a hugger fan, because if you use the factory down rod, the hump on the top of the motor covered up the down rod entirely, and it looked like the canopy was just right at the top of the motor.
Yes.
This one came with a 3-foot down rod, and that was way too long. But a Casablanca down rod fits it, and so that's what's on it. Abby, you want to pull the chain twice again? High, 0.83.
And do you know what this is rated for?
No, this one doesn't have the label on it anymore. I do have some other ones that have a label, but
And do you know what they are? No?
not offhand. There's probably a label on the motor when I pulled the housing up. I should have looked. I'm sure it's right around there. I'm sure it's right around the amp, if nothing
And
else.
the pole is 3 feet.
Not this one. This is a shorter one.
That is 2 feet.
Could be. We didn't measure.
Looks like that.
Oh,
2 feet.
Yeah.
2.5.
No, definitely not 2.5. Let's see what the
2.
air is like over here.
Okay.
Yeah, it's kind of fairly. You can fairly tell there's a breeze over here. They have very steep pitch. They go pretty fast. You never feel anything. So, it does seem a little bit slower than the one in my bedroom, but that could be my imagination.
Oh, you have this one in your bedroom?
Yeah.
That's why it looks like
Okay.
It's a different finish.
Spin
darker
down.
Color. The one in my bedroom is a darker brass color.
But it still looks familiar.
And I'm actually using these wicker blades on both of them, even though they didn't come with it.
Oh, I'm busy.
Yeah, why don't you stop doing that? The heat is not going to make that fun for you.
Headache?
Yeah, between the heat and the dizzy, it'll be really bad, so let's not do that. Bearings in this are really good, which is, I've had some of these with terrible bearings, so it's nice that this one doesn't have it.
Is this off or on? Because it seems like it's on.
No, it's just the wind from outside is blowing it.
Yeah, I don't think it's ever stopped turning since I unplugged it.
Yeah. It might not even be wind, it could be just an imbalance in temperatures between the two spaces.
Sure.
I guess technically outside isn't a space, is it?
It is.
Big space. Does it include outer space?
No.
No?
No.
Well, where's the difference? Where's the line between outside and outer space?
The circle that keeps the air in the world is like a balance.
I'm glad we weren't trying to do this yesterday.
Was it really warm yesterday?
That's right, you were throwing it back yet. It was 94, I think.
Before I get sidetracked on that conversation, that was actually really smart what Abby said, that the ozone layer is what separates outside from outer space. That actually was a much smarter answer than I was expecting from a 9-year-old. So, every so often she's good for one. You just never know what to expect. Here's the label on this. Let's see if there's a rating. 0.9 amps, so we're pretty close.
What'd you get out of the high?
0.83.
Okay.
Let me see where
Yeah,
it's at.
I just took it off. We're just gonna keep taking it off and putting it back on again, huh?
Where does it say?
Right there.
Oh.
200 RPM, impedance protected, Westinghouse, air over.
Oh.
Type FLL. Westinghouse Electric Car, made in USA. Oh, this in 81. This is from 81, which was the first year they made Island Fans.
I was born that year.
Well, I take that back. I've heard 81, but I also have an email from a guy who claims he bought one before 81, so it's possible they were making it before that. But, yeah, who was, that's my chair! Who was born in 81?
Me.
I'm trying to think of who else. When was my wife born? I should know this.
Yes, Dan, you should.
I should. Let's hope she doesn't watch this video. I've been very supportive in watching all her videos, so she's been watching more of mine.
Uh-oh.
This is, yeah, I know. 2 microfarads, 0.09 amps. Let's see.
It stopped moving finally. Daddy, it finally stopped moving.
Oh, the ozone layer must have done that. No, she was born in 80. Pretty sure. Pretty sure. There's 2 microfarads. 3.14. Not really a big difference between 2 and 3, looks like.
Never mind.
Well, okay, you never mind then.
I'm back.
Okay. You can always see if either Andy or Metal Pete want some help with their camera work.
I'm good for now.
Andy's good for now.
Mm-hmm.
4 microfarads, 0.19. I thought about adding a wall control to the one in my bedroom, so let's just see how I'd feel about a 4 Emerson control. That fan almost never turns off, and if it does, it turns off at the pull chain, so I could just do an on-off switch and wire a capacitor across it like a 2 microfarad, so when you turn it off, it would instead go to the 2 microfarad setting
What, Sam?
in the bedroom. There's really no need for that because we never really use it on anything slower than the factory low, which was 0.38, I believe. Here's 5, 0.23. Apparently, when I saw these as a kid, they were in McDonald's restaurants. The McDonald's is in Beaver Dam and Green Bay and a few other cities in like that section of Wisconsin had these in antique brass. So there must have been like one franchise owner that bought them for all of his restaurants. I know of several guys that saw them at Burger King's in Chicago. Used to have them apparently. Like those big Burger Kings with the rafter ceilings.
Yes.
I've got some pictures of them there that one sent me. 6.28. What is this kid doing? Besides just kid stuff. If anybody may have noticed, the switch cap is antique brass and the rest of the fan is polished brass.
I was just going to try to get a shot at the switch cap at an angle where you can read what's on it.
Yeah. I've never seen an actual polished brass switch cap for these. All the fans I've found that have a brass switch housing have an antique brass switch cap. But the earliest ones didn't have the Islands fan branded switch cap. They had a switch cap with a hole in the center and then a variable speed control. I would like to find one of those. I know a guy that has one, but he won't sell it.
There is our switch cap. Oh, it's got the rating on that as well.
I bet it does.
Volts 115, hertz 60, amps 0.9.
Yeah, should just look there.
Electric fan.
0.36.
Plantation Electric Fan series.
9.41. 10.44. Westinghouse makes a good motor. .47, 13.5. Never seen one of these with a broken flywheel, so I guess there's something to be said for that like 2-inch thick flywheel. .53.
Be able to get. Might not even have to go full extension on this.
5.55. Sorry, not 5, 15. 6.58, 7.6, 18.62, 19, okay, 20.65, 25.71, 30.75, 40.78, and then full 0.83. So there's no resonant frequency with this control, but there is a
Okay.
I was a little bit surprised that this was the fan that Metal Pete picked to test first today, in part because it's plastic, and he's not Plastic Pete.
Well, is it off?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I guess.
Yeah,
Are you gonna do the solid state?
Yep.
Okay. Alright, well,
And,
hold on. Let's get it. Make sure it's completely stopped. And then let me get down. So I can... This is actually the best shot I can get right here.
I bet you it is. I haven't used that shot before, but that's because I typically stick to the chair. Wait a second. Is it spinning? Is that... That's from the control? I guess so.
Where's it at?
It's all the way at the very bottom, and it's drawing 0.05. So I thought it was just coasting. But no, it appears that it actually will start moving at that setting.
Oh, wow.
Have you ever had a fan that went under 5 or started at 1?
I don't know. I've had a fan that started all the way at the bottom of the variable speed control before, but I think it drew more current there than 0.05. I could be remembering wrong. One thing I'm thinking about, not related to this in any way, but it's related to where I'm sitting. I wonder, there's a few incandescent bulbs left in this attic. I wonder if changing them to CFLs or LEDs would affect the heat in any way, because it is quite warm up here. I'm mainly thinking of this one right behind me that cooks me when I sit in the chair.
Ah, yes.
The turn in 1/8 of a turn takes it to 0.1. I do that because in the winter, the CFLs don't turn on right away. Neither do the fluorescence of a non-compact nature. So far, it's silent, the solid-state speed control. Maybe I should put the one in my bedroom on a solid-state control. 0.24.
It is quiet, amazingly.
0.38. Here's where the factory low would be. Only problem is trying to explain to my wife how to use a solid-state speed control.
Really?
Yeah.
Why would she not?
I don't know. She never touches the speed control on any of the fans because she just doesn't... I think she's just scared to mess them up or something like that. And I've explained to her how all the different speed controls work, and she still will just leave them. The only one she'll change is the one in the bedroom because it's just a matter of pulling the chain.
Oh.
0.55 is another 1/8 of a turn. I think a couple times when I had the gold line in the living room, she adjusted the speed control on that, but I could be picking that up in my head. 0.69. My parents are the same way. Any fan that has anything other than just a standard 3-speed pull chain, they won't touch.
Not even a 3-speed click switch?
Nope.
Wow.
Anything that's... There's high. Should we do a 0 to 100? I guess it can't hurt.
Yeah. Let's go up and just stop it.
What sound is that? Okay. Here's 0 to 100. It went up to 0.84. I always found it remarkable how fast these go, given how steep that blade pitch is and how wide those blades are.
And I also like the airflow right down here.
Oh yeah, it's
oh, this is way more airflow than what mine gives off.
Yeah, it's a good. I've been very pleased with the one in my bedroom.
If I got a hold of one of these, I could make this a bedroom
Not
fan.
likely if I find out about it.
Well, I'll have to stop in Knights of Columbus, because there's, do what you described, have the canopy, you know, flush to the motor housing.
And you said they're brown, right?
Yeah.
I don't think I have a brown one, so we'll have to go there and we'll have to get them.
Well, it's like they're brown on top, but the bottom of the motor housing is...
Brass?
Yeah.
What's his name? Jeff has one of those that one day will be mine when he's not looking, or when he meets an unfortunate accidental demise.
What do you mean?
I'm saying if somebody has a fan that I want, something might happen to them. The accident. You know, like an accident. Poor them. They were so young.
I know you're just playing.
You think I'm playing? Good thing you don't have any fans that I want.
Well, so far I got a Tat and a Caraway.
He's safe for now.
What's that mean?
Dogs barking outside, I think.
And people talking.
Huh? People talk sometimes.
Because we're talking right now.
This is true. Okay, Island fans, the first shop test. So thanks for watching. We got lots of cool stuff. We'll see how much we have time to get to today.
Hey, Daddy, I think you should get your own little shop. Instead of this shop.
This is my shop.
Get a different shop, like one of those shops, like a store or something.
Well, if you're willing to pay for it.
I don't have that much money.
Neither do I. Okay, thanks for watching.
Bye.
Hey, I got
You know how to turn it off?
the square button in the center.